Alright, I finally figured it out. I finally figured out how to beat the boss. And because I've already used up 2 tries, I will need to cancel this. This is, I don't know if you guys saw that 8.7k. I will need to cancel this. Because if I don't, it will take out 1 count and I didn't record what happened earlier. So we'll have to, yeah, I'll need to record that so that I can show you guys. Alright guys, here's the issue with the moderator type A. A lot of players are going to struggle right here. And I want to show you guys where normal players might struggle. Alright, but with that being said, we have to actually bring out this particular boss pattern. And shout out to Sign and shout out to Antila for providing this particular pattern for the boss, for Danger Close A. So these are the mechanics that you need to know. In the first phase, there needs to be a target check at melee range. Alright, you can use Shinja, you can use Carl Wong's shield to basically trigger this check every 8 seconds. If there's no check, the boss will fire a beam, which is very important, the sequence of where you place your units. Alright, phase 1, boss will stand at the end of the map, deal damage to targets in melee, and using special skill as it comes. Alright, so it will keep doing all of this, and then at 225, this is very important, boss will use some sort of debuff to the field. 218, boss will trigger a damage check. If you fail this, boss will fire a strong beam and move on to the next phase. So let's end this right here. Phase 1 is where most players struggle with. And I'm going to show you guys what's the strat right here. Alright, first things first, turn off everything. Alright, so we're going to place Gayun. So this is where the boss has 8 seconds to do. You need to go in immediately with the unit. Gayun is somehow in melee range right there, but she pushed herself back. Alright. So that's the standard. So I'm going to place Kim Sobin afterwards. Actually, I placed all my units a little bit late. Shinja will... Ideally, you want to place Shinja afterwards to form the illusion right here. So if you fail, I did fail right there, boss will do this. Alright, which will mess up the entire strat. The turn has to be very strict. Let's go in again. Alright, so Gayun, Yang Harem. We wait for a while. Why do I wait for a while? Because look at this. There's this smoke screen thing, so now we place Kim Sobin and Shinja. Alright, so Shinja will hopefully make an illusion to distract the boss. Chifuyu afterwards. So now the boss will hit this Shinja clone. Right? Turn off all your ult and everything. So we're gonna put Sanae afterwards. We're gonna use the ship skill for Enterprise first skill. At about 220, right, boss is gonna use the skill that knocks you down, that one. So now we go in. This is where the damage check is right here. If you don't do enough damage here, the boss will do this. Boom. And kill everyone. That part took me a while to figure out because how do I know if my character is doing enough damage? I thought I could look at this elimination score right here. And even at higher elimination score, sometimes it doesn't work because let me show you guys another run. So this was a different run, alright? And you can see the elimination score here is way less. 5,500, and this time the boss, when he went into this stance, alright, and boom, the boss failed. The boss did not fire the laser. So actually the damage check is during the time where the boss starts from that at 2 minutes 20 seconds. I think the boss starts to enter that particular stance. In that duration, you have to do as much damage as possible. So alright, let's go in again. So here's the thing. We're gonna go in here. Alright, we're gonna hit. I should have placed Kim Sobin and Shinja earlier. I think I did everything too late, so that's quite bad. The damage could have been higher. Alright, which is why you want to place your Enterprise skill just right, so that you can have... Because the boss has quite high of an evasion, if you notice it. So I would say do it at about 2, 2, 3. Okay, Gayun died right here. So this one is a failed attempt because we can see that Gayun died. Sometimes Gayun tends to die. Oh wait, I think I know what happened. Gayun needs attack speed gear. You can't give her CDR. Okay, it was my bad. Let's do that again. Why Gayun needs CDR? Because every time she proc this particular skill, if I'm not mistaken, right, the third basic attack, she actually pushed herself back a little bit so that she's out of the boss's range. Alright, I'm gonna show my gears later, but I just want to, show you guys the proper strat. Some of you guys might not have good gears, so we're gonna do this. Remember, wait for the smoke screen to pass. which is this thing right here. Alright, now it's passed. Use Kim Sobin and Shinja afterwards. That's what I'm gonna use. You can use Carl Wong or whatever to replace Shinja if you want. Play Shifuyu afterwards. Alright, so far so good. So we're gonna place Sanae in right now. Okay, at about 222. We're gonna use our ship skill because there's a delay, right? And then we're gonna place Seoyun. That will give everybody the buff. So you need to do as much buff as you can, as much damage, and that's how you do it if you don't have enough damage. Okay, so now the next phase, boop, let's pause for a bit. So how did I succeed right there? How come the boss didn't use the laser? Again, the boss actually did a damage check throughout in that particular time, and you want to have enough damage. So what I did was, I used Enterprise skill, the first skill, alright, very important just during that time. That will reduce boss's evasion. The boss dodged a ton. If you guys notice, the boss is just crazy at dodging. Reduce boss's evasion, number one. Number two, place Seoyun so that everybody gets buff. The 10% attack buff or whatever when she's out. So let's go back and talk about this. So now the boss is in this phase, walking phase. Alright, walks from the end of the map to the middle of the map. During this phase, does not require target. Okay, whatever, right? Phase 2, boss will stay in the middle of the map, require a melee target in front of it. If you succeed, damage in phase 1, most of the units should be behind it, so you will likely need to deploy or summon targets in front of the boss. My Sanae is actually going to be in front of the boss, as you guys can see, because she's a sniper, she will get destroyed by the boss. At 150, boss will trigger ultimate skill. This is where you want to use all your ultimate skill, you want to iframe it. I'll show you guys later at 150, keep in mind. We will start activating it at about 152-ish. Okay, so at 130, boss will trigger a second damage check. So this is going to be annoying. We will see how this goes. So let's continue for now. So we're gonna wait for about 130. Alright, so we're gonna place Chinatsu right here. Alright, gonna use skills right there. Gonna bring Geiyun. Oh no, bosses did that just in time. Need to sacrifice some units. This time we're gonna use ult. Looks like I didn't get past that, which was unfortunate. Alright, gonna play Sanae again. Yeah, this phase is quite tough for me as well. The boss is gonna one-shot your ship at this point. Maybe Sanae is not that good of a unit because she's in front of the boss, and you actually want to have a solid tank afterwards, which I do not have, so that one is probably my bad. And dang, that was my last try. So as you can see, Kim Sobin is really useful. She does a lot of damage. That was my last try, so that means I can't show you guys anymore. But at least I'm in the top 3% with 7.8k. Hopefully you guys can learn a thing or two. I know this is not a perfect strat, we didn't manage to kill the boss, but the important thing I think for most players is getting through phase 1, and I think that's very important. So hopefully this video can sort of give you guys a rough idea on how you want to get through that particular phase. Alright, so let me show my gears for the characters that I use. So Geiyun is gonna have this gear, attack speed gear right here, so 23.3% attack speed. Okay, Young Harim will have CDR gear right there, and then we have Kim Sobin. So Kim Sobin, I went with anti-defender and attack, so a balance of both. I have a full attack on Shinja, so in terms of Chifuyu, HP and defense. Sanae, I went with CDR, I haven't switched her out. So those are my gears. As always, if you guys haven't already, subscribe to the channel. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.